Good afternoon, everybody. And here we are, Monday, 5 p.m., streaming from Cali, Colombia. All right, with the sponsorship of Cancillería de Colombia and the program Colombia Nos Une and the consulate in Houston, Texas of Colombia, right? So here we are with our survival English class, and I hope you are here ready to learn some English. Lina, you are the first one saying hello, 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 Lina. I hope everybody's fine. We're coming from a period of vacation here in Colombia. I'm not sure about, other places. I'm not sure about how long, you have to, rest or just dedicate yourself to spiritual things. But anyway, here we are. Ingrid, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. All right. And I want to say hello to everybody. Rafa, hello, how are you, Rafa? Well, hi. Nice having you guys. Hello, Alex. It's been a while. It's been a while. We had a week off, but anyway, I mean, here we are again. Okay. While you're asking, you're from Cali, okay. Remember, you can watch the previous classes on the Facebook page of Colombia Nos Une. You can follow the Facebook page of Colombia Nos Une and you're going to find the English classes there. Okay, so there are several English classes. This is our class 26, believe it or not. So if you want to find other classes like this, you will have to go to the Facebook page of Colombianos Une. Thank you for being here, guys. Remember, our class does not have a level per se. If you are a beginner, this is the place for you. Hello, Aida. If you are in an intermediate level or upper beginner level, this is the place for you. And if you are higher than that, this is the place for you. It's a moment to practice English, to learn, we always discuss some grammar, we always do some pronunciation, we also do some usage of the language, and we talk about idioms. So we have a little of everything. Okay, so this is the place for you. And if your English is not great, well, this is going to help you, to improve. Carolina, good afternoon. All right, thank you guys for being here. 5 p.m. every Monday. Maria, good evening, Maria. All right, every Monday, 5 p.m. We are here. We'll meet here to practice a little. I always bring, some activities for you. And even though we cannot talk to each other, we communicate through the chat. So that chat is your way of expressing. All right, Stuart, Fernando, in Ibagué City. All right, Fernando. Tanya, hello. George, Angela, lovely to see you. Angela Quinones. I might know her. All right, Andrea, Surley, how's it going? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Yeah, and I hope you guys are doing well. Kathy, thank you, Kathy, for being here. I love to say hello to all of you. Okay, this is Survival English with the sponsorship of Cancillería de Colombia and the program Colombiano Suni and the consulate of Colombia in Houston, Texas. So, guys, let's get started. Like the sun, okay? Mile, hello, hello. Samir, hey, hey, hey. Carlos from Santiago de Chile. Hope it's not too cold in Santiago. All right, good. All right, Edward, good afternoon as well. So, let's start. Let's start because time is gold. Time is gold, especially in this kind of class. Joanna, Nata, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. It is great to have you there on the other side of this screen. But anyway, so close, so close. This is a great, great time, for all of us who come to this class. So let's start. Monica from Buenos Aires. Monica, thank you. Oh, Claudia, I didn't get it very well, but it's okay. Okay. Hello, Claudia. George from Puerto Plata, República Dominicana. George, thank you for being here. And let me tell you what we are going to do today. All right? What about that? Let's check what we are going to do. Okay? Good. So, this is what we are going to do. 2 weeks ago, believe it or not, because last week we didn't have a session because of the Easter or the Holy Week, break. So we didn't have a session. So we are going to review the use of three modal verbs that we studied 2 weeks ago. Those modal verbs are can, may, and should. All right. And I'm sure that many of you who were in the class before, you're going to say, oh, I remember. And if you were not in that class, with this exercise, you will identify what we are talking about, okay? Number two, we are going to talk about characteristics of nouns and verbs. And you will say, well, what is a noun? What is a verb characteristic? What is that? You will understand, don't worry, okay? Let me make a little parenthesis there, Um, to say hello to Mao, from Portugal. Portugal, wow, that's great. And Samson, you live in República Dominicana. We have George from República Dominicana as well. We have Haylin, in Colombia. Lina from Bogota. All right, and I like this. Skippy, happy, happy. All right, from Colombia. Thank you guys for being here. It's great to have you here. All right, good. So let me tell you exactly what we are going to do. So we're going to talk about again the review. As usual, we always have a review. Then we have the main topic of the class that this time around is characteristics and nouns and verbs. And today we're going to practice the pronunciation of, I said a difficult sound, but it's not a difficult sound. I would say a consonant sound in English. All right, good. So are you ready? I know you are. I know you are. And let me tell you how we're going to start. So, as I said before, 2 weeks ago, when we had our session 25, you know, um, we talked about modal verbs, and we were kind of discussing, okay, what are modal verbs? I'm not sure if any of you remember what a modal verb is. That might be a difficult question, but I'd like to know. Mafe, good afternoon, Aida. Wow, Ines, you're living in Qatar. Wow, Jesus Christ, that's a far away place from Colombia, from Medellin. Janet, Medellin, beautiful. I love Medellin. All right, so does anybody remember what a modal verb is? Yeah, Aida says formal way. Aida remembers something. Aida says, formal way. Okay, yes, sometimes is that. But does anybody else remember what a modal verb is? Because that's something we discussed, 2 weeks ago. So I like to know if if anybody remembers. If you don't remember, that's good enough. No problem, because that's why we are here doing this review. All right. So let me see. Let me see. There's a silence in the comments that might mean that you may not remember. Okay, and I can help you with that. No problem. No problem. All right. Good. So a modal verb, is a verb that modify other verbs, and we discussed this. These words are special words, and we said that these words were like super verbs. All right, and we studied only three modal verbs, but there are more. We study can, that can be used to describe ability, permission, possibility, or request. We talk about may, that could be used for permission, possibility, or a polite request. And that's why Lina was saying something about this. And should, that is used to give advice or to express, a prediction that you are not very sure about. All right. So we have these words, can, may, should, that are modal verbs, and they help other verbs to have a different meaning. Yeah. Alex, of course, I can explain this, and that's why we're doing this review. We discuss that a sentence can be modified, can be make the meaning special if we use one of these modal verbs. Like, for example, if I say, I play the piano, but if it's different if I say I can play the piano. That gives the sentence a different meaning, you know, and those meanings are on the screen right now. Those are the meanings we can add to the sentences using these modal verbs. We talk about all this in class 25. Margarita, good afternoon. All right. And Christian, nice to meet you, Chris. All right, good. And today we're going to do a little exercise. And the exercise that I bring for you is a very simple exercise. You're going to find it very simple. And remember, the idea of all of this is that we review, that you go back. Okay, good. And again, if you didn't come to class or you were not here, remember, you can watch the class on the Facebook page of Colombiano Sune, or you can also investigate on your own, because that's part of learning. So let's see what is the right model in some sentence. Okay, and this is what we are going to do. Let me explain to you. Okay, so we have can, and we said that can be used to express possibility, to express ability, to express request, or to express permission. We can use can for all of those possibilities, all right? Yeah? Miguel, good afternoon. No problem with that. Possibility, remember, a possibility is something that, yeah, may happen, no, yes, you know. An ability, something you can do. A request, something you ask for, you know, and a permission when you want to do something and you use that model to express that. So, what are you going to do, guys? I am going to show you a sentence, an example, and you are going to think if this example that I'm going to show you is a possibility, is an ability, is a request, or is expressing permission. Very simple. What is the right answer? So here we are. I hope you understand what you're going to do, and then you write your answer. So this is the sentence or question in this case. Can you come to my office around 4 p.m.? Is that a possibility, an ability, a request, or permission? Let me read you. Ida says, request, Willie, it's a request. Okay. Lucani Patricia, good afternoon. Okay, we have possibility. Alice says, maybe it's a possibility. Carol goes for request. Thank you, Carol. All right. Remember that it doesn't matter what you answer. We are all learning, which is great here. Okay. So we have another possibility. Richard says request. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's see what else we have on the comments. Remember to type your answer on the comments. I try to read most of your answers. We have lots of requests. Monica, Alex, you know, we have Rafa who says request. Maria says a possibility. You know, good. And I understand the duality here. You know, I understand why you might think, okay, yeah, maybe it's a possibility, maybe it's a request. Good. I think, yeah, you guys know what you're talking about. So let's see. Can you come to my office around 4 p.m.? And it's a request because you are asking for something. You are asking for something. Okay, good. Yeah, so it's a request. Okay. Now I understand some of you say like, but you are asking if it is possible. All right. But in the context, you will say that it's a request. Okay, yeah, it's a request. All right. But very good, very good. Yeah. So this is a request because you're asking, you know, for that. Okay. Yeah. Later we'll see, you know, other possibility. Okay, good. So now you got it. You know how we're going to play. I have another. This time around with may. And we said that may has three possible meanings. A possibility, again, a polite request, okay, and permission. It's one of these three. And I got the sentence there. I may buy a new car next month. I may buy a new car next month. So, is that a possibility, a polite request, or are we expressing permission? Let me see. Um, hmm, I'm just waiting for you guys. I'm just waiting for your answers. We have three possibilities. We have possibilities. Monica, Maya, Rafa, Kati, Marixa. Very good. We have Ines. Thank you, Ines. Jessica, possibility. Carol, possibility. Okay, so that this one was easier, no? This one was easier, I guess. All right, so we have I may buy a new car next month, and it's expressing a possibility. I'm not sure. It might happen, yeah. So I may buy a new car next month. Very good, very good. Maria, Richard, Lauren, you guys got it. Excellent. Thank you. So three more. I got three more for you. This one, remember, should, and it has two possible, uses. You can give advice when you tell a person a recommendation, give advice, or you can use it as well for an answer, certain prediction. You know, something that you predicting, but you are not really sure about it. So here we have the statement. I really think she should study more. I really think she should study more. Elsie, good afternoon. Thank you for saying hello. Lauren, great with your answer. The previous one, what about this one? I really think she should study more. Alexander goes for advice. Edna goes for give advice majorly. Rafa says it's an uncertain prediction. Give advice for Ida. You're giving advice, Maria. Alex, thank you. Good, Marcella. Thank you for participating, guys. I love it when you participate. Ines goes for the prediction. You know, yeah. Give advice. Cassandra. You know. Okay. Okay. Good. So let's unveil the mystery. All right. I think, you know, she should study more. And you are giving a piece of advice, that's giving advice, okay? Because she said, I really think, in my opinion, it's my recommendation, yeah. When you use should to talk about a prediction, it's like, I'm not sure, but she should, uh, you know, come to class, more often, you know, I think give advice is the most appropriate here, right? Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We have two more, and we go back to can. Remember, four, uses, all right? And we have the statement right here. Easy does it, guys. I can speak three languages. I can speak three languages. All right. So, what about that? I can speak three languages. And we have an ability. Ida goes for ability. Alex, thank you, Alex, for participating. Carol, Mayerly, Katy, Marcella, Alex, great. Piece of cake for you guys. Very good. Very good, Ines. Great, Cassandra. Very good. Edward, thank you. Good. Good. And I think you guys are right. This presses an ability. This presses an ability. And this is a good example to explain the function of the modal verb. If you say, I speak three languages, you are just talking about something you do, but you are not making emphasis in the fact that you have the ability to do it. So this is a good way to show that. Okay, and we have the last one. We have the last one. All right. Thank you, Monica, Elsie, Paula. Okay, we have the last one. All right. So we have may, three possible uses. possibility, polite request, and permission. And we have the statement here. That's a nice restaurant, but it may be very expensive. It may be very expensive. What am I expressing? What do you think, guys? That's a nice restaurant, but it may be very expensive. Alexander says possibility. Marcela goes for St. Lauren. Ida, thank you, guys. Carol, Egna, thank you. Euzi, very good, guys. Very good. Thank you for participating. I know it's kind of crazy that we talk that way, but you guys, are doing very well. Very good, Julie, Martha, right? Okay, we have a couple of polite requests. We can discuss it. We can discuss it. All right, good. So that's a nice restaurant, but it may be very expensive. Remember, remember that a request is when you ask somebody to do something, and in this case, we are just pressing a possibility. You are not really asking anybody to do something, okay, guys? All right? Yeah? When you ask somebody, like when you say, may I have your name? May I have your phone number? That's a polite request, all right? I know there's a thin line, between one or the other, and many of these things depend on how you interpret, things, but in this case, this is a possibility. We are expressing the possibility that the restaurant maybe is very expensive. You know that word? Maybe. So in that sense, it's a possibility, good. It may be, may be very expensive. Very good, guys. So this is just a review. If you want to double check this lesson, you can go to the Facebook page of Colombia Nosune and you can check there, how things are going there, and you can double check, or you can look for extra information on the topic. Anyway, a review right there. And now we can go to what we are going to discuss today. We have a new topic, which for some of you it might be a little confusing, because this is something that we study, all of us that we went through schooling. We studied this when we were in primary school, but we might have forgotten it. All right, so adjectives versus adverbs of manner. And here we have two words that maybe for some of you might be not very common, like adjective and adverb. So let's discuss a little bit what an adjective is. An adjective is a word that describes a person, animal, or thing. So when you give a characteristic to a person, to an animal, or to a thing, you need an adjective. That word is an adjective. An adverb is also a word that gives a characteristic, but it gives characteristics to an action, to a verb. That's why it's called adverb. All right? So both words give characteristics, but they give characteristics to different other words. Okay? These other words are nouns in the case of adjectives, and verbs in the case of adverbs. So they give characteristics to different words. All right? And then uh, you might think, okay, well, yeah, I understand what you are explaining, but how do I use it? How can I use this in real life? And that's why we are here, okay, to explain it. Alex, a pretty girl and a high jump. Good. Both of those examples are adjectives. We have the adjective pretty and the adjective high. So that's a good example. So let me show you some examples as Alice is showing us so we understand it better. So we said that adjectives are words that describe a person, animal, or thing. That means nouns. people, animal, and things are nouns. All right, good. So we have an example here. He's a happy person. The noun is person and happy is an adjective. We are giving a characteristic to that person because I could say he's a person. But when I say he's a happy person, I'm giving a characteristic. We can use adjectives like this. We can also use adjectives, not necessarily with the verb to be like there. Like, for example, I bought a new cell phone, I bought a new cell phone. I'm giving a characteristic to the cell phone that is the noun. All right. Or I can also say that car is expensive. And I'm using the characteristic expensive to talk about the car. So these are different ways you can use adjectives in real life. These are all sentences. Yeah. And so what is important here is that whenever you want to give a characteristic about a noun, you need an adjective. And that's where your vocabulary needs to be, you know, stands. The more vocabulary you have, the more adjectives you know, the better you can give more characteristics. All right, good. So let's in mind that this is clear. Okay, the adjectives. Okay, now what about the adverbs? Remember, here we are talking about the nouns. I say happy, the person; new, the cell phone; expensive, the car. I'm talking about a noun. Person, cell phone, and car are nouns. All right? Good. No problem with that. Now the adverbs, which is a little more complicated. Today we are going to talk about adverbs of manner. They answer the question how you do things, but there are different adverbs. Remember, adverbs modify or give characteristics about verbs. And I'm going to give you some examples, all right? I saw her yesterday. Yesterday is an adverb of time because what am I talking about? I'm talking about when I saw her. So I am modifying or I'm giving a characteristic to the verb see in past. Yeah, because I can say, sorry, I saw her last year. That's different. Or I can also say, I saw her, and I don't say when. So when I say when, that's an adverb of time. Okay? For example, he readily comes to class. I'm talking about him? No, I'm talking about come. When does he come? This is an adverb of frequency. You know, he rarely comes to class. This is an adverb of frequency. All right. I am talking about the action when he comes. Okay, rarely. We have other adverbs of frequency like always, never. Those are adverbs of frequency. All right, good. Usually, thank you, Yesenia. Very good, guys. All right. They are meeting upstairs. Upstairs. This is an adverb of place because I'm talking about where they are meeting. Okay, they are meeting upstairs. So we have different, adverbs of place. Upstairs is an adverb of place. Here is an adverb of place. There is an adverb of place. So what are we talking about? About the meeting. We're talking about the action again. Remember the action. Okay, so far so good. We haven't gotten there yet. I am almost 40. Almost is an adverb of degree. We're talking about the degree. Yeah. So I am almost 40. You know, that's an adverb that is modifying the verb to be. I am. All right. Good. Very good. And what we are going to talk about today is the adverbs of manner. She speaks fluently. Fluently is an adverb of manner. We are talking about how she speaks. I'm giving a characteristic to the verb speak. All right. So fluently is an adverb of manner. And why are we talking today about the adverbs of manner? Because the adverbs of manner correspond to adjectives. We have normally an adjective and an adverb of manner. All right. I hope you don't have any questions so far and you're not getting bored. We are about to do an activity. So you say, teacher, you're talking too much. Yes, I am. All right. Good. So this is basically the difference between adjectives and adverbs. Remember, adjectives describe characteristics of nouns and adverbs describe characteristics of verbs. And we are going to talk about adverbs of manner that answer the question, how you do something. All right? So, here we go with your activity, guys. I mind you are eager. Okay, we have adjectives and adverbs of manner. So, normally when we have an adjective, for example, careful, we have an adverb of manner that correspond to the adjective careful. Does anybody know the adverb of manner for the adjective careful? If you can write it for me. Anybody? What is the adverb of manner? Alexander says carefully. Ida says carefully. Yes, guys, very good. And remember, careful talks about a noun. Carefully talks about an action. Yeah? I can do something carefully. I can do something carefully. Very good, very good. And this is exactly your activity, guys. I'm going to show you a list of adjectives and you are going to tell me the corresponding adverbs, all right, of manner. Here we go. So, what about these four? I have fast, good, quick, and quiet. These are all adjectives, okay? I want you to think in your house there or in your office or wherever you are, think about the adverbs of frequency. Think about the adverbs of frequency for these adjectives. Okay? And remember that the adjectives, we have an answer there. Okay? Egna, actually faster is an adjective, but it's a comparative adjective. That's something that we will study. Tati, yes, with a little spelling mistake, Tati. Egna says quicker. Egna, quicker is a comparative adjective. Ida, you got quickly. Maria says faster. Again, faster is a comparative adjective. Ida says quietly. Wow, that's good. Quickly, we have quickly, quietly. Um, Mille, that's a new word for me. Lily, quickly. Carol says fastness. Good. Rafa says faster. All right. Tatiana says fastly. That's good. That's good, guys. That's what I want you to do. Very good. Very good. Quickly. I think we have a consensus about quickly. I think you have heard that. Santiago says well. Good, Santiago. I don't know where you got that, but good, good. Quickly. Alex goes for quietly, quickly, faster and better. Good, good, good. Some of them are correct. Richard, okay. Good and quiet. Richard doesn't have any idea. Great, Richard. Thank you for saying that. We will discuss that. Okay. We have quickly, fastly, quickly, quietly. So good. I think one thing that is important is that you identify that ly, for example, carefully, is one of the ways that you can form the adverbs of manner, but not all of them, but many of them. Very good. Very good. Good, good, guys. Now, I got more. I got more. I want you to think of these ones. What about these ones? Tell me the ones that you know. Liliana, for example, says for fast, fastfully. But she says question mark. Not sure, not sure. Okay. If you are not sure, no problem. For good, great, Rafa. Great is an adjective, Rafa, and it's different. Ida says lately. Lately, okay. Okay. Quietly, all right. Quietly, we have a quietly that might be correct. We have a lately somewhere. Okay. Tell me if you are sure about one. Oh, Aida, thank you, Aida. Aida says easily, badly, early, and happy. Lately, easily, badly, earliest, and happy. Oh, good. Lately. So we have a combination of words. Some words that you are writing are correct, some others are not. Okay? So let me explain to you and let me show you. Okay? Faneri, thank you. Egna, thank you. Santiago, poorly is an adverb, Santiago, but we don't have the word poor there. Okay? Good. So let's check. Let's check what we got, guys. So remember, careful is an adjective. Carefully is the adverb. Okay? You use careful to talk about a noun. For example, you can say that my wife is a careful driver. I'm talking about the noun driver. But I can also talk about the way she drives. I can say that she drives carefully. You see? So that's a different use. All right? Let's discover the adverbs. For fast, exception for fast is fast. The same word. Adjective and adverb, the same word. Adverb of manner. All right? For good, Santiago got the answer for this one. For good is a different adverb of manner. It's an exception. Well, well. For good is well. All right? Good. So I can say that I am a good person, or I can say that I treat my friends well. You see, the way I treat my friends, I'm talking about the action. All right? You see the difference? So either remember, goodly doesn't exist. Fastly doesn't exist. Okay? For fast is fast, for good is well. For quick is the normal one. For quick, no problem. Quickly, okay? Write or write quickly or open the door quickly. You're talking about the way you do it. For quiet is quietly. Again, the same, speak quietly. All right? Good. You're talking about the way you speak. All right. No problem, Aida. No, don't be sorry. Don't never be sorry, guys. We are learning, and this is the way we learn through making mistakes. I love when you make mistakes. I love it. I totally love it. It's the only way we can really say, yeah, I got it, teacher. And that's the idea. All right. So we have here some. Let's see the others. For late is late. Somebody wrote the word lately. That word exists in English, but it's not an adverb of manner. All right? Okay? Late, late. So it's the same word. For easy is easily. And pay attention to the spelling. Easily. Yeah? For example, you can say, oh, I solve puzzles easily. The way you do it. All right? Good. Lily. I didn't get, or you are just sharing the definition, Liliana, of fast. Yeah. If you are sharing the definition, thank you for sharing the definition. Yeah. Remember, we're talking about fast that has many meanings, but as an adjective, fast, as an adverb, fast, because fast is also a verb, but it has a different meaning. All right, good. There are different meanings for these words. We're talking only about the meaning for adjective and the meaning for adverb of manner. Okay, good. So let's continue, guys. Bad, badly, normal. Early, early. Early is early. All right. Unhappy, happily. All right. So we have some adjectives and some adverbs of manner. And a way you can practice this is number one, you can look for adjectives, and adverbs of manner. You can just check what adjectives, I want to clarify something, guys. Um, Worse, best, better, later, easier. Those are adjectives of comparison or superlatives. Those words, okay? They are no uh, adverbs of manner, okay? They are also adjectives, okay? And we will talk about in one of the classes that are coming in the future about comparatives and superlatives. Actually, I think next class is going to be about that. All right, good. So the words that Tatiana is sharing with us is an adjective of comparison. It's a comparative. All right, you can compare two things using that adjective. All right, good, good. Alexander said that fast. We're talking about the description of a speed. Okay. So you can look for adjectives and think about the corresponding adverb of manner. For example, beautiful. What do you think is the adverb of manner? Santiago, we have class every Monday. Every Monday that is not a holiday in Colombia. Every Monday at 5 p.m. Okay, Santi? Good. So what do you think is the adjective, the adverb of manner for beautiful? What about that? Alexander says beautifully. Excellent, Alex. Very good. Very good. Very good. So, and you say, okay, but how do I use the adverb of manner beautifully? Yeah. Yeah. How do I use that? You say, okay, for example, you can say that she walks beautifully. You know, you're talking about the way she walks. She walks beautifully. All right. And you can look for other adverbs of manner. All right. Pretty is a synonym. Yes, Richard. Pretty is a synonym of beautiful. You are right. You are right. Edna, beautifully. All right. Very good. Very good, guys. I think you got it. So that's one way you can practice this in a poem. Okay, Carol. Yeah, why not? Why not in a poem? All right, good. Yeah. So remember that all of these adverbs of manner describe activities. So you can make a list of adjectives that you use and think about the adverbs of manner. But you can also put it in a context. And I have one for you. I have a sentence here. I'm going to give you 4 possibilities to complete these 3 spaces. Remember, well and deliciously are adverbs. Delicious and good are adjectives. So, what would be the correct answer? What would be the correct answer for this? And this is in a contest that is a great way of practicing. So, I'm waiting for you guys. Let me see your answers. Rafa has the first one, I think. Rafa says, my father is a good cook. Is a good cook. Okay. Alex, you wrote the whole thing. Thank you, Alex. My father is a good cook. He cooks very deliciously. His pasta is delicious. Emmy, you can watch the class again, but we don't have a page with exercises. I mean, we have one under construction. That's what I can tell you. Tatiana, well, delicious, and deliciously. My father is a good cook. He cooks very well. His pasta is delicious. He cooks very deliciously. Ooh, very well. Okay, okay, very good, guys. The pasta is delicious. Okay, let's check. I think you got it. I think you got it. So we have, my father is a good cook. I'm talking about cook. Cook is a noun. Okay? He cooks very well. Somebody says he cooks very deliciously. I could accept that. But he cooks very well. We're talking about the way he cooks. And his pasta is delicious. I'm giving a characteristic to the pasta. And the pasta, to give a characteristic to it, I need an adjective. You guys got it. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Good, well, delicious. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Excellent. What about another example before we move? We move to the pronunciation. Like, oh, that's my father. You know, you can see the picture. So, another one. 3 possibilities, 4 words. Easy and late Easy and late are adjectives. Late and easily adverbs. You guys tell me. Very good. Time is flying. Time is flying. Thank you, Rafa, for your okay me. Okay. Very good. Very good. How about this one? Another way of practicing is this creation of sentences so you can put it in a context. I'm waiting for you guys. I mind you are very, concentrated on solving this. Thank you, Aida. She says, even though I was late for the meeting, late, Maria del Carmen, thank you, easily and late. Alex, thank you for taking the time to write in all this. Thank you. I found the room easily. I found the room easily. I apologize for being late. Late, easily, late. Thank you, Richard. Late, lay, easy, easily. Lay, easily, late. Rafa, I was late. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you, Aida. Very good, guys. Thank you for taking the time to doing this. I think you guys got the idea. You guys got the idea. Very good. I'm really happy, guys. I'm really happy. So let's check. Let's check your answers. Even though I was late, and I'm talking about late, as an adverb, because I'm talking about being late, the action for the meeting, I found the room easily. No problem with finding the room. And I apologize for being late, yeah, for being late. Yeah. So we have, I'm sorry, we have adjective, adverb, and adverb. I'm sorry, I think I said something different, but you got it, Yeah. Yeah, I found the room easily. Yes, Rafa, very good, very good. Excellent, guys. Late, easily, and late. That would be the answer. I think I got a picture there of the guy running late. All right, very good, very good. Practice makes perfect. All right. Find your way of practicing. All right, with this adjectives and adverbs of manner. All right, good. Thank you very much. And we will have a review. I will bring you a review next Monday. So if you still have questions this Monday, please bring your questions. All right. Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's move into our mini lesson of pronunciation. Last class, we talked about a sound, that is the sound of TH, how to pronounce it and all that. Today, I bring you an easier sound, but it's still something that has a trick. Pronouncing the letter C in English. And you will say, I have never thought of that. How do you pronounce the letter C in English? Try pronouncing these words, guys. I have these 4 words. Try to pronounce these words in your mind. In your mind, they're all aloud, wherever you are. So, and my question is, how many different ways of pronouncing the letter C you can identify in these 4 words? I hope it's not a difficult question. How many different ways of pronouncing the letter C you can identify here? And the answer is a number. It could be 1, it could be 2, 3, 4. You tell me. Ida goes for 3. Carol goes for 2. Alice goes for 2. Alice goes for 3. Thank you, guys. Very good, very good, very good. Okay. And that number, whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, or 4, is the number of ways you can pronounce the letter C in English in any word. Okay? Only the letter C, not the combination of the letter C with other words, okay? Which is different. All right? Just the letter C. So we have some 3s and we have some 2s and we have an 3. Thank you, Carol. All right, good. All right. And the answer is ta, 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 ta. The answer is 2. In English, the letter C is most of the time, adverb of manner, pronounced as a K most of the time. For example, in the word carpet is a K, and in the word cool is a K. But we can also pronounce the C as an S sound. For example, in the word certain and in the word face. All right? So, two is the answer. You can pronounce the C, as a K or as a S. That's what we have. K. Okay, remember, carpet, K, certain, S, cool, K, face, S. All right? Very good. Very good. And this is great that you make sense of this, because this is something that you never think about it. All right? So now anytime that you find, this letter, you say, okay, it's a K or it's an S. Eh, Rafa, no, face is not pronounced as a Z. Z has a vibration. Z, Z has a vibration, and it's like the word zoo, television, that's different, okay? Good? Yeah, it's not Z. All right, good. Okay. Face, and we never say face. No, we say face. Is the sound of S. Okay. All right, good, good. But it's a good question though, and it's a good doubt. All of this make you think about your pronunciation, and it's great, because when you make sense of your pronunciation, you are improving your pronunciation. So great, thank you, Rafa. I love it when you participate, man. All right, good. Now, what is the rule? And the rule is very simple. When C comes directly before the letters E, I, or Y, we use the S sound. Yeah, for example, in these examples, dancing, S, ice, S, receive, S, because it comes before the E, the I, or the Y sound. And in the other cases, we use K. For example, cut is before an A, cut. Cat is before it's a U sound, it's a schwa there, and become before an O sound there. So this is pretty much the rule, you know. And you can practice by finding words that belong to these categories. So you start finding words, and you say, okay, like for example, the word pronunciation, the C, pronunciation is an S, So you start making sense out of it. All right, good. And that's the little trick I got today for you for pronunciation. Always work on your pronunciation, make sense of that pronunciation so you can get better. All right, get better at it. All right, thank you. Very good, guys. And we are going to finish, but before we finish, I'm sorry, do you have any question about this? Any question? I like to know if you have a question about this C sound. Remember, we discussed that you can make groups with the letters, with the words, and that's gonna help you, to understand. Yeah, no question for Ida. Thank you, Ida. You can also practice with the tongue twisters. We discussed the tongue twisters. You could make your own tongue twisters as well, with words that have the different sounds. So, do we have any question about this topic? Julie, how's the pronunciation of receive? Receive, sieve. It's an S sound, receive, you know? In the word, for example, Faneri says is clear. In the word clear, there's a combination of CL, which is different. Ida, S, very good, Ida. Yeah, the pronunciation of receive is S. All right. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Okay. So we don't have any questions about, the remember the rule. Remember, and this will happen in any word that you look for, that you have the C sound single. The pronunciation could be a K or could be an S. No problem. All right. Good. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. So we are ready to analyze our idiomatic expression of the day, that I had already shown you, and it's very simple, you know, face the music. All right. And here we have two sounds of the C. Face, that we already know is an S, and music, that is a K sound. Music. All right. Face the music. Okay. And we have an example. Mary broke a dining room window and had to face the music when her father got home. What's the meaning of face the music? Anybody? Oof, Alex, pronunciation. Pronunciation. And what is the other pronunciation? I don't know where is the other sound, Alex. Carol says, face the music is when you have to live the consequences of something. Get with the consequences, says Ida. Okay, good. Yeah, it could be. Remember that idiomatic expressions, don't literally interpret, what it says. Face the music. You say, why face the music? Okay, it's not that you have to do something with music. No, it's that you have to live. You have to, uh, just accept the consequences of something. Okay. Oh, Alex, currency. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Currency. Currency. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Alex says that currency has the two sounds K in ka and Z. C, currency. In the, yeah. Thank you. Ida facing the Richard. we always like to translate these expressions. El que la hace la paga, says Carol. Okay, we like to do that. Good. We have to accept responsibility for something that you have done. To accept responsibility. And I have never thought of the Spanish translation of face the music. Poner el pecho. No, poner el pecho is different. Could be. I don't know. That's what I can think of. Poner el pecho or or what? I don't know. Edna, I'm not sure about the one of dancing. It's like how do you say in Spanish when you do something wrong and you have to yeah, I don't know if poner el pecho is to enfrentar. No, I'm not sure about the idiomatic expression in Spanish. If one of you can think of the idiomatic expression in Spanish, I'm talking about in Colombia, because I know you live in other possibility in other places. Yeah, Liliana agrees with poner el pecho. Pagar los platos rotos, Alex. Eh, yeah, I don't know, Alex, but for me, pagar los platos rotos is when you take the responsibility or you have to do something, but not necessarily you did that wrongly. But pagar los platos rotos de otros, says Rafael. That's what I think. Afrontar, dar la cara, Marcela. I like that. I like dar la cara. Dar la cara, I like that. Reconocer los daños causados, enfrentar las consecuencias. All of those are the meaning, but the expression in Spanish, idiomatic expression, yeah, that we have in Spanish or idiomatic expressions is like dar la cara, poner el pecho. I would say those two are kind of near to the meaning. So, guys, I want to say goodbye now. It's 5:55. Thank you very much for being here. Always Monday, 5 p.m. Find the classes on the Facebook page, okay? Dar la cara is to give face. Yes, that's the translation, literal translation, Alex, but I'm not sure that's the expression. I think it should be better face the music. Thank you, Rafa. Thank you, everybody. Alex, Aida, thank you very much. Julie, Maria, it's great to have you here. You guys make this hour an incredible hour. Thank you very much. Tell your friends about this class. If I mean, the more the merrier. We are here for you to help you, you know, with your English. And I mean, it's great to have you. I really love to have you. Thank you very much. And I will see you next Monday, 5 p.m. I'm going to bring you an exercise so we can practice and we will talk about comparatives. Bye bye, Marcela, Carol. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Take care, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much.